The iPhone 16 has officially arrived, but the pressing question remains, is it truly a significant upgrade from the iPhone 15? Following Apple's recent event, I'm still sifting through the details, but in this video, I'll highlight the 5 key aspects you should know about the new iPhone 16 and iPhone 16 Plus. We'll delve into the new camera features, color options, design tweaks, and button changes, while also addressing the crucial question of whether it's worth upgrading from your current iPhone or Android device to the iPhone 16. After giving it considerable thought, I found the answer to be quite unexpected, so let's dive into the video. To begin with, it's important to note that as we tracked the rumors surrounding this phone over the past few months, we didn't anticipate any groundbreaking changes. Most of the significant enhancements were earmarked for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, leaving the standard iPhone 16 and 16 Plus largely as we expected, for better or worse. This year, Apple continues to refine its iPhone strategy without introducing any major design overhauls. The familiar USB-C port remains, and the overall design closely mirrors what we've seen in recent years, with only minor adjustments. Essentially, this is an evolution of the iPhone 15, which itself was an evolution of the 14 and 13. If you were hoping for something revolutionary, this isn't the year for that. Instead, we see a continued refinement of the existing model. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus present an evolution rather than revolution, offering enhancements that build upon the familiar foundation of their predecessors. At first glance, you'll notice some notable design tweaks, particularly the camera's new vertical alignment and a more compact camera module compared to earlier models. Additionally, Apple has introduced a fresh palette of colors that, while difficult to fully appreciate in press images, seem to be more vibrant and lively than those seen with the iPhone 15 and previous iterations. The lineup now includes striking options like teal, pink, white, and black, showcasing a refined approach to color that breathes new life into the iPhone 16 series. Furthermore, there are a few new buttons on the side of the device, which we will delve into shortly. Both devices have seen some improvements, with minor enhancements made across various features, though nothing groundbreaking has been introduced. It's important to note that the display remains a 60Hz OLED, which, while impressive, means the much-anticipated 120Hz refresh rate is still absent. The devices continue to carry the limitations typical of the standard non-Pro models, but there are a few noteworthy upgrades to mention. For instance, the camera orientation has shifted to a vertical stack on both the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus. While there aren't any significant advancements in camera technology, there are still a few subtle enhancements worth being aware of. Apple is proudly showcasing its Fusion camera system, which cleverly mimics 4 distinct focal lengths right in your pocket, a concept we've encountered before. While there are some subtle updates in the specifications, the core functionality remains largely unchanged. Transitioning to the camera controls, let's discuss the buttons featured on every iPhone. The first is the Action button, a familiar feature from last year's iPhone 15 Pro series, now available across the entire iPhone 16 lineup. This customizable button allows users to quickly access various functions, such as activating shortcuts, turning on the flashlight, or making calls. It's a welcome addition that enhances customization, although it does replace the traditional mute switch, which some may miss. All iPhone 16 models will include this Action button, alongside a dedicated camera control button that enables users to manage different camera settings directly from the side of the device. This feature is particularly beneficial for photography enthusiasts seeking a more streamlined way to capture images and videos. Additionally, it integrates with a capability called Visual Intelligence, leveraging Apple's AI to provide real-time information about what your camera sees, effectively merging technology with the world around you. At the heart of the iPhone 16 lies the new i18 processor, which Apple emphasizes was meticulously designed from the ground up to enhance its artificial intelligence capabilities. The company highlights improvements in performance and speed, but it's worth noting that the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus were already 2 generations behind, and modern iPhones have consistently maintained their speed over time. While it's exciting to see advancements in Apple's AI, it's important to remember that iPhones have always been known for their swift performance, so take the marketing claims with a grain of salt. Additionally, there are numerous updates aimed at improving battery life, efficiency, and overall processing power. But the standout feature of the iPhone 16 is undoubtedly the integration of silicon that powers Apple Intelligence. The true effectiveness of this AI feature remains to be seen, as we haven't had the chance to fully test it yet. But for those eager to experience it, you won't need to opt for a Pro model. Both the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus will offer a comprehensive Apple Intelligence experience. Pricing stays the same, with the iPhone 16 starting at $799 and the 16 Plus at $899, both featuring 128 gigs of base storage. Now that you're up to speed with the latest updates on the iPhone 16, it's time to address some pressing questions, particularly whether the upgrade is truly worthwhile. This topic can spark some debate, as the criteria for making such decisions have evolved over time. In the past, Apple was more predictable with its release patterns, alternating between major upgrades in the Pro and non-Pro series models. However, the landscape has shifted. What used to be a significant upgrade every other year has transformed into a more gradual evolution, with enhancements arriving annually. For many users, the iPhone 16 may not present a standout feature compelling enough to justify an immediate purchase. If you're using an older model, it could be worth your consideration, but for those with relatively recent devices, like the iPhone 15, 14, or even 13, the reasons to upgrade are less convincing. The allure of Apple's ecosystem might entice die-hard fans to explore the new features, but aside from the iPhone 16 series, there haven't been any groundbreaking advancements in camera technology or display refresh rates that would prompt a mass exodus from older models. If you own an iPhone that continues to function well, it's worth noting that when you compare the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus with the iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, you'll find that these devices share a striking resemblance. The upgrades are mostly minor, with only slight variations in color and processor capabilities. This close similarity is often why Apple chooses not to offer the previous generation alongside the latest models. However, despite these similarities, I believe there remains a demand for the iPhone 16 among those who are eager to own the newest iteration. We didn't anticipate any groundbreaking changes. Most of the significant enhancements were earmarked for the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max, leaving the standard iPhone 16 and 16 Plus largely as we expected, for better or worse. This year, Apple continues to refine its iPhone strategy without introducing any major design overhauls. The familiar USB-C port remains, and the overall design closely mirrors what we've seen in recent years, with only minor adjustments. Essentially, this is an evolution of the iPhone 15, which itself was an evolution of the 14 and 13. If you were hoping for something revolutionary, this isn't the year for that. Instead, we see a continued refinement of the existing model. So, what are your thoughts on both the devices? Is it really a worthy upgrade? Let us know it down below in the comments section, and for more updates you can check out our channel, and I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, take care.